Celtic get their Champions League campaign underway tomorrow night against the Slovakian side Slovan Bratislava. We can join Gordon Duncan now, who's at Celtic Park. Gordon, Celtic have made the perfect start, haven't they, to the league season? How prepared do you feel they are for the start of their European campaign?
Yeah, I think certainly in terms of form it would be hard to argue, hard to pick fault. As you mentioned, it's an unbeaten start. Not only that, 5 wins from 5. They've yet to even concede a goal in the Scottish Premiership. So in terms of form, they're very prepared, they're in a good place. And then you look at personnel, no injuries, which is always a good thing. Everyone fit and available. And they've even had time to integrate new signings as well. There was a lot made on deadline day. Arne Engels, the 11 million, easy for me to say, pound signing. A big money signing, biggest ever in Celtic's history. He's in, he started at the weekend, he scored a penalty. So again, it's not like players are being rushed in and having to be squeezed into the squad ahead of the Champions League opener. So in terms of form and personnel, certainly in a very good place. And it's worth bearing in mind, Brendan Rodgers has had experience of taking Celtic teams into the Champions League group stages, and he feels this is the best prepared he's ever been at the club.
There's absolutely no doubt this feels like the most ready I've been as a Celtic manager coming into a Champions League campaign, naturally because of the qualification phase and the doubt around all of that, and then trying to then get players in later on the back of that. Last season coming in, trying to find out about players and managing them through that, and then seeing them in the competition. But having had a year under my belt back here and seeing all the players and being able to improve a lot of the areas that I want, there's still areas that we want to improve in, but certainly the readiness is a great word. I think we that feeling of arriving at this first game will be the best place that probably I've been in since I've been here.
Meanwhile, Celtic haven't reached the knockout rounds in over 10 years. So could the new format, do you think, help them go further in this competition?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to ignore the different format and the different levels of opposition that can bring up. Again, to go back to Brendan Rodgers' first spell here, they had to entertain Barcelona, Man City, PSG and Bayern Munich in Brendan Rodgers' first 2 seasons. If you contrast that to what they will face in the draw this time, it does look very different. Slovan Bratislava first up, of course, top of the Slovakian table. The top ranked team that will come here is going to be RB Leipzig. Obviously a very good side, but maybe not quite on the level that some of those sides that we mentioned previously. You add to that Club Brugge coming here, Young Boys, the Swiss team coming here. Yes, there are difficult away trips to come. Villa Park, I think everyone is looking forward to that one. Atalanta, Borussia, Dortmund. But in terms of those home games, there is clearly an expectation that Celtic can rack up enough points to at least progress partially in this new format. That said, there's always the natural respect given and acknowledgement that Slovan Bratislava have come through a gruelling qualification campaign, something Celtic have had to do in years gone by. They clearly are a good side. Every team in the Champions League is a good team up to a certain point, but in terms of those home fixtures, I think the Celtic fans do sense this is a competition they can really attack this season, starting tomorrow night here against Slovan Bratislava.
I'm sure they will. Thank you very much, Gordon.